why I hate school but love learning. That's what we're going to talk about today. If this music is too much, I'm finna adjust it a little bit, But welcome back to my show too, man. We just talking about real shit, man. Stuff that we go through, okay? This is not something I made up. This is not something, somebody else taught me. This is something I experienced, my own experience. It's something I see with my eyes, I've analyzed it and I've come up with my own conclusions and my own opinions, okay? So, the only reason I'm projecting my voice is I feel like maybe you might not hear me right, so I gotta project my voice so you can hear me. So, with that being said, it's like school is ain't nothing bad with like teaching people stuff, Ain't nothing bad with like, teaching people like how to write, It ain't nothing bad with teaching people how to solve a problem, how to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It ain't nothing wrong with teaching folks how to, how science works, evaporation, different shit, mathematics, ain't nothing wrong with that, Ain't nothing wrong with being a doctor, a lawyer. Ain't nothing wrong with being, an executive in the office, like a business person. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All that stuff school can teach you. But I want to speak on why school has failed so many people, Why school has, why school has made people, hate it. People like me hate it. Other people hate it. You probably hate school too. Why school has made some people better and other people bad. And the first thing is we have to look at the system itself, the way it's designed. Like the American school system was designed not for this modern age. First of all, and it wasn't even designed for for everybody, to be honest with you. It was just designed for a select few people, And I totally feel like it was designed to make people, dumb, especially the American school system, And I don't hate learning. I just hate the school system. Or to make people not try or go hard, First of all, I want to speak about two different school systems. I went from Africa. I went to an African school. I was in Africa, And the schools in Africa, I feel like they were more better than the schools in America, I feel like I learned way more, And I feel like I was challenged way more mentally than I was challenged mentally in the schools of America, And all that because I ain't gonna lie to you, and there's no bragging on that. I used to come like number one, bro, in the schools of Africa. Out of like 80,000 people, I'd be number one. 80,000 students, I'd be like number one. My score would be the highest, to be honest with you. But and I'm sorry for bragging, but that's just the way, the truth, But another thing is the schools in America. First of all, they don't even challenge you, The students in America, they don't compete a lot to be as academically, challenged as they could be, Not just that, the students in America, they're more about filling out their paperwork, making sure they got their degree or whatever, that degree, or make sure they got that diploma. It is not about learning stuff, So American school system has failed. So I went to high school in America, and this is why I really hated it. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I sit here and lie to you that I loved it, no, I hated it. And I never got bullied, like get punched, whatever. Motherfuckers would say shit, whatever, because I was African, whatever, and it never fazed me like that. So I hung with other African kids, so that didn't really faze me that much, But what fazed me was the how seeing how my school, like the black school, like that I went through, you know, maybe other high schools are different. Like the Stratford High School, you know, if you're from Nashville, you know that the high school. It's like if you learned, if you were smart, if you wanted to learn, like you wasn't cool. To be honest with you, you wasn't cool. Not just that you wasn't cool. If you were smart and you wanted to learn, they felt like there was something wrong with you. You know, like it was programmed within the kids at that school to feel like it was wrong, something was wrong with you. You know, if you was smart and you tried hard. You know, so even the motherfuckers that was smart at my school, they didn't try hard. And if I'm lying, bro, a lot of people can tell you. You know, motherfuckers would rather skip class and go hang in the hallway and just, you know, and just do their own thing, smoke weed, talk about people, you know, like fight, shit like that, you know. That was the high school I went through, you know. So, not just that, it was like the teachers was scared of the students. That's a whole other topic I need to talk about, bro. We got whooped, cause in Africa, we got whooped in school, you know. We got literally our ass kicked, like literally, you know. Because if you came late in class, it was a problem. If you didn't know the answer to, it was a problem, you know, to be honest with you. So it's like, if you didn't turn in your homework, it was a problem, you know. If you didn't do, like literally, you know, in America, the student can tell the teacher, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. And the teacher can just look at the student like he retarded or something, you know. First of all, a lot of the teachers in America, they get abused mentally, you know, by these students, you know, to be honest with you. Not just that, it's like, you know, it didn't make no sense. Like it wasn't even like a lot of schools in America aren't even schools. They just institutions where they go keep people there until they get out and they go back home, you know. So they don't have nothing to do with the kids in America. So they just send them to the school to keep them there until, you know, it's time for them to go back home to stay with their parents. So their parents are off work, you know. Their parents are off work. And now they can pick up their kids, whatever. So that's why they send them back home. You know, literally, it's just a time occupier, something to occupy your time. And another thing is, like, the teachers was never interested in teaching. I don't know if it was because the salary was low, whatever. It was like, or maybe because they felt like they wasn't appreciated or whatever. And I feel like teaching is a job that you get more appreciation in society, period, too. You know, but it doesn't get that much appreciation because motherfuckers look at it like what? Like, motherfuckers look at it like, man, you know, like, motherfuckers look at it like, man, he's just a teacher, she just a teacher, whatever, you know, or even a professor, whatever, you know. It doesn't make no sense for, like, society to not, you know, like, you know, put those people in a high regard, you know, because of the jobs that they do to teach, whatever, you know. And not just that, it's like the schools in America, it's like, first of all, they have like curriculums, right? Different curriculums, and those curriculums, they can help people, whatever, you know, whatever. But I feel like they don't have enough curriculums, you know. Not just that, I feel like the whole school should just be curriculums, you know. You should go to school and just pick whatever you want to do there at the school, however you want to spend your day there, whatever you want to learn that day. You should go to school and pick whatever you want to learn that day. Not go to school and be forced to learn some shit that you probably never gonna use, you know. You know, like, it's schools that teach Chinese, whatever, you know, in America, you know, and let's say this student is going to that class and they don't even know if they ever gonna go to China. They have no interest of going into China one day, literally, but they have to sit there and endure the pain of being taught shit that they don't want to learn. Ain't nothing wrong with learning, but like learning shit that you don't want to learn is fucked up too, you know. So that's the thing about American school system. In Africa, by the time you reach 9th grade, you stop picking whatever you want to learn, you know, to be honest with you, you know. So high school, how high school is in America, in Africa, it ain't like that. You know, in Africa, it's like you gonna pick whatever you want to learn at a high school level, literally, you know. And in Europe, I heard it's like that. But at the same time, it's like another thing I want to talk about school is learning. Learning is a personal thing, okay? Most people love learning, but you can't force most people to learn. Just like you can't force nobody to listen to your music, you can't force nobody to hear you. That's the same thing. You can't force nobody to learn when they don't want to learn, you know. And that's why there's so many problems in school. Kids acting out, teachers being bullied, you know, kids dropping out, you know, like, so many shit, because you can't force nobody to learn what they don't want to learn. If they're not in the mood for that right now, they're not in the mood for that. That's why I put titles on this video, because people can read the video title, and if they're in the mood of listening to that and learning shit like that, they can, okay? So the thing is, school don't do that, you know. School just gives you a fucking schedule, and you just gotta follow that schedule, and literally just like a slave. And most people feel like slaves in schools. That's why it don't work, you know. That's why people don't even learn, you know, what they need to learn. But I encourage you to keep learning, my brother, my sister, whoever listen to this, yeah. Like, I encourage you to keep learning, because when you keep learning, you increase your mind. You also, like, develop yourself, you know. You get better in life. Don't just learn about math. Learn about other shit that you want to learn, you know. Learn about science, you know. Learn about your body, you know. Learn about money, okay? Learn about different shit, you know. Learn about your craft, you know, your hobbies, soccer, music, football, basketball, whatever, you know. Learn. It's always learning, you know. So, but the thing about what school did is that it didn't give you the choice to pick what you want to learn, you know. And if you pick this today, you want to learn this today, if you feel like you don't want to learn that no more, you should have a choice to be like, no, I want to learn a different thing. I don't want to learn that thing no more. I don't feel like I know everything about that thing. I don't want to be in that profession or whatever. No, I want to learn this and that. That choice, kids should have that choice, you know, to pick whatever they want to learn, you know. And another thing I feel like school is like, you should also be able to pick your classmate, the people that, you know, or maybe not pick your classmate, but you should have an option, okay, in school to go in a room full of people, right? Or to go in a room by yourself and just learn from a computer or whatever, you know. Or, you know, you should also have an option to stay at home, you know, be homeschooled, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. It don't mean that you're going to be retarded or nothing, not. Going to school doesn't make you any intelligent than somebody that didn't go to school. You know, I done seen so many intelligent people in Africa that never went to school, bro. It's ridiculous, you know, because life itself is school. Like, you going to the marketplace is school, you know. You being at home with your parents and them, that's school. You going to the movies, that's school. Like, you watching TV, that's cool, you know. Everything can be teaching. Everything actually tries to teach you things, okay? My DoorDash, I just got an order. I got to go pick it up, y'all. So I'll see you guys another time, man. You know, make sure you don't stop learning. But about school, you can quit if you want to. But, like, don't stop learning, though. So subscribe, too, you know. See ya.